In this video, I'll be going over exactly how I escaped the 9 to 5 life, aka the Matrix. Listening to a boss telling me where to be, what to do, which most of the times were things I would never want to do. I'm never going to do again. Like taking out the trash at 5 a.m. in the morning when it's freezing cold and it's fully like up to the brim, full of trash. And then the trash bags weren't even 100% strong. They broke a lot of the time, and then I got smelly trash, warm juice all over my legs, which was not a very grand time. But being able to escape that life, to be able to live in Thailand almost the last 2 years, get my dream girl, being able to travel to Dubai, the Philippines, Bali, all these types of places, and being able to live completely on my terms. I think it really comes down to these three main things I'll be going over in this video. So that way, maybe you're in the 9 to 5 right now, maybe you're at university, or maybe you have no idea what to do in life. You just got out of high school, or maybe you're just tired of that life, day-to-day life of like what you're kind of living in right now. And I think number one was the fact that I let go of the risk, and I wasn't really scared of taking risk because, like, number one, I thought there was really no risk on my end going after what I truly wanted, because first off, what was there to risk in the first place? I was living with my parents, everything was provided for. I was working 2 9 to 5s that I could easily get again if everything fell off and I lost all my skills, my capabilities, the vehicles that I'm in, all that type of stuff. If I lost all of that, even to this day, I can always go back to the 9 to 5. As well as, like, you always have your friends, your parents, hopefully. If not, rest in peace to your family. But I mean, like, you probably have your family, your friends, that'll be there to support you if you do fail completely. And the thing that I also was thinking about as well is, like, if I do risk it, coming out to Thailand with 1,500 to my name, no income whatsoever. If I did fail, I still had like a backup plan after backup plan of, like, if it didn't work out with remote sales, I could go bounce to bar, to club, sleep around a bit until I found a MILF who would be able to provide for me while I was on my way up. But luckily, I found my dream girl. The second night I was here, she bought me coffees while I was completely broke. You guys probably know that story if you guys have watched my YouTube channel. But yeah, definitely number one was, like, just letting go and realizing there really was no risk, because the 9 to 5 life, your family, your friends, just the hometown that you're in right now, maybe the university path, the corporate life, that's all going to be there, even if you fail and you have to go back home, or you just didn't turn out how you wanted it to turn out with your business, whatever it may be. And then number two was the fact that, like, you need to cut out your vices, which I did very, very quickly once I realized that if I wanted to make it to 10,000 a month, I needed full energy, I needed full mental clarity, I needed to be a very good character in terms of, like, being able to surround myself out here in Thailand with people making 10K, 50K, 100K a month, and they're all very clear of vices. They don't have any whatsoever. And then I pull up, jerking off, smoking weed, and hanging around them. It just wouldn't work out. So especially if you're trying to make money online and you're going to places like Dubai, Bangkok, all these different very high level places, and you bring your vices with you, and you're still like a level 0 character that has all the bad traits and none of the good, and you have like all vices, no virtues, then you're not going to really fit in, and they're going to really reject you, and you're going to have to go back home to your loser friend, which is what I left in the first place. Because back home in the States, all I was doing, raving, smoking weed, jerking off, screwing around a bunch of different girls, just grinding in the complete wrong direction instead of focusing on the virtues that would help me get me to where I wanted to go. Reading books, going to the gym, tanning, eating very healthy, cutting out the alcohol, cutting out the shrooms too much, all these different things that were really holding me back from leveling up to get me to where I wanted to be. But then, yeah, of course, like, cutting out the vices, that's just gonna cut off the chains that are holding you back. And with vices as well, cutting off the negative influences, the friends that, they're telling you to come out to party, to go to raves, all these types of things. Like, these friends, you don't have to cut them off completely until they start pulling you back down, which is a sad reality. What I've seen from a lot of my old previous friends in the past is that when I came out to Thailand, I still have a lot of my good old friends from the past, but unfortunately a few of them, they started to see me level up quite a bit in life, and I'm able to travel to Thailand, Dubai, the Philippines, Malaysia, all of these different places, and they saw me taking the risk, the actions that they were so afraid to take of, and so they started kind of pulling me back down to their level, which is the harsh reality of the world that we're living in, is that some people, they want to see you do very, very good until you start doing very good and maybe even better than them, and then they can't handle it. Their ego can't deal with that. So they try to bring you back down to their level with hate comments, calling you out, all these different types of things. And you just have to either ignore it or cut it off. But for me, I just cut it off completely because I'm not just gonna have that in my life. So yeah, just cutting out the vices, the bad influences, the negativity in your life, that'll greatly help you on track to escaping the matrix, to escaping the 9-to-5 life, to go after the life that you truly want. And the thing that really helped me out a lot, looking back on it, is like, of course, when you're trying to escape the 9-to-5 life, the corporate lifestyle, maybe the life you don't want, and you're trying to get across that bridge to the life of your dreams, the reality that you want to build for yourself, it's going to be a very, very lonely path, especially starting out, just because like when you're going from that old friend group, the negativity, the people who are all in vices, and you're trying to clear yourself up out of the negativity, the vices, the scarcity mindset, and you're trying to cross that bridge into the abundance mindset, very high level people who have no vices and only virtues and only good habits and positivity, it's going to be a very lonely walk across that bridge. Just because, like, especially if you have no friends trying to level up with you as well, it's just going to be you all by yourself trying to level up until you're maybe like level 5, level 10, making $10,000 a month. And then once you start going down the path towards your dreams, towards where you want to go, then you'll start seeing help along the way. You'll start finding the friends that are aligned with who you are wanting to be and who you should be. And then you'll be able to be not lonely anymore. And that's what happened to me. Coming here to Bangkok with like $1,500, no income whatsoever, very, very lonely the first few weeks. But after networking, going to the gym, all these cigar places, I was able to meet very, very like-minded people who took the exact same risk as me, and even people who were in the same vehicle as me. So that way I had company, and I had people that were kind of like sharpening me to become the person that I needed to be in order to accomplish my dreams. It's kind of like an iron sharpens iron type of deal. So yeah, cutting out the vices, the negativity, knowing it's gonna be lonely, not being scared of risk, and then of course, being able to take relentless action towards your goals each and every single day until you make it to your goal. Because the thing is, most people, they want $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. They want a very successful life. They want to travel the world, have the cars, the houses, the villas, all this type of stuff. But the thing is, most people, they start out down that course of being able to create this life for themselves. But then once they hit a turning point, a block in the road, an objection, or maybe some type of interference with their goals, they just quit and go back to square one. Like, let's just say for myself, I did this exactly for myself. I tried day trading, e-commerce, all these different online businesses, and I was this person. I would try, let's just say e-commerce in college. I think it was more like drop shipping, like on eBay reselling or something. But yeah, I tried it for like maybe a week, got no results, quit, and then I tried day trading. And the thing is, like, if you keep trying these different online businesses, or any business in fact, and you just give up after the first hardship, then you're gonna always end back up at square one and have to restart all over again. But the thing is, like, each and every single one of these businesses, a lot of people say they're scams, but the thing is, the only scam is yourself. All of these businesses work. These people aren't traveling the world, just on courses alone. Like, they have to make some type of money to afford their life that they're living. So, I mean, being able to succeed in these different online businesses, or any business in general, you need to be able to understand that it is going to be very hard. And the reason that's the case is because if it was all very easy, being able to make money online, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, with all of these different businesses, if it was all very easily attainable, then everyone would be doing it, everyone would be living the dream life, and then that life wouldn't really be a dream anymore. It would be the norm. And that's just not the case. That's the case. Most of these online businesses are very, very hard. I mean, they are very hard. But yeah, I mean, just all of these online businesses, they're all gonna be extremely, extremely difficult. And the reason that's the case is because the universe is gonna be testing you to see if you really want the life that you crave. And if you don't really want it, you're gonna give up and go back to the 9-to-5 and end up back to where you started. But the thing I'm trying to get at is, like, with taking relentless action each and every single day, is that even though these hardships, these objections come up, you need to find a way to go over them, to go through them, under them, find a way to get through them, because that's how you grow, that's how you learn. Like, whenever these failures come, don't just let the failure be the end-all be-all to the dream life that you want. Don't just give up and go back to the 9-to-5, to university, or wherever you started. Learn from these failures, what went right, what went wrong, and what will you change next time to not fail again. And that's exactly how I made it with remote sales. And that's how most people, they make it with any of these online businesses, is that they don't just give up down the path towards their dreams. You need to see exactly what you want, why you want it, whether that be 10,000 a month in Thailand, Dubai, Miami. You need to see the full clear picture of what you want, and then list a lot of reasons of why you want that in the first place, because most people that have very shallow goals, they want a Lamborghini, Bugatti, they want a penthouse, all this type of stuff. But the thing is, those are all very selfish reasons on why they want these things. They just want it completely for themselves. But what I found, especially if you're going after something very big, you need to find out reasons that that thing is going to help other people besides yourself, whether that be your mom, your dad, your distant family, your friends, your girlfriend, your wife, your kids. Like, these things are very deeply rooted reasons and whys that will push you and provide you endless motivation to keep pushing even when things get hard. So knowing exactly what you want and not giving up even after times get hard and maybe you fail a few times, just not giving up and keep striving towards your goals, that's definitely something that helped get me to where I want to be. Because I came out to Thailand, 1,500 to my name, no income whatsoever, and going completely broke. I even had to fast for 110 hours. It's literally on my YouTube channel. You guys can go watch that, but I would say most people would see that as a failure, going completely broke in a country, still no hope of income. But even though I was broke, I was able to position myself with the girlfriend that I have right now. She was able to buy me coffees, waters, until I was able to find the right vehicle to provide me at least, I think I made like $2,000, $3,000 a month as an appointment setter starting off when I first landed that first gold mine position. But if I had just given up, I would have had to go back home. And I'd probably still be back home if I did go. And I'd be back at the 9 to 5, waking up at 4 a.m. And that's the thing, like, you have to be able to understand that even if you fail, it's really not a failure until you give up and go back home. You could just use this failure, which I did, as like a motivator. Like, okay, my back is against the wall. I've burned the boats. There's no way in hell I'm going back home. I have to figure out a way to make this work, to be able to provide myself a way to sustain myself out here in Thailand, to stay with this girl, because I really like her. I love her now. So being able to find a way to do that, that just like inspired me so much, compared to just be like, oh, sorry, I gotta go back home, baby. I'll see you maybe a few years when things work out. That's not the case. You just gotta stick your feet in the ground and not leave until things work out, and just kind of mold reality to your will until like it catches up to you. Because the thing is, like, what I did for myself is, instead of just waiting for reality to change for me, living back home with my parents, I still was trying to make money with remote sales. But the thing is, I was waiting for reality to kind of mold itself, and waiting on the fact that I was able to make an income before to start traveling. Like, I went out into the world to create and live in my dream life before it even happened. Like, I came out to Thailand, still no income from remote sales. I was still trying, but reality really hadn't caught up to where I wanted to be. But the thing is, like, when you force reality to bend to your will and to start doing the things that you would do if you were already achieving these things, then reality will catch up. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of very, very hard work, a little bit of calculated risk, and then of course everything will work out if you stay true to your goals, cut out the vices, cut out the negativity, unlock the abundance mindset, and just do what you need to do each and every single day. And then it's literally inevitable to achieve anything that you want. And yeah, I think this place is about to close very, very soon. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow.